Hey everybody, it's John. We're working on our apple trees that we grafted. We're going to put them in this enclosure. We've got an enclosure here that is 6 foot by 6 foot. This is a 6 foot by 12 foot box. You can see on the back I kind of have some nursery plants back there. And then I chose as a height here from the soil top, it's going to be about 49-50 inches. That gives me a gap here of just under 48 inches, 46 and a half, to where I can do 4 foot hardware cloth. This is 1/2 inch spacing on hardware cloth, and I'm using an Arrow stapler, pneumatic stapler with a T50 staple to hold this in place. It's fairly stable, but not terribly so. I'm trying to do it without spending any money. I'm using all supplies I had, so I ripped a hemlock stud, or a hemlock 2x6 rough cut, and I'm going to try to get you in here. You can see when I ripped it, 1.5 inches, true 1.5 inches, there's a knot right here in the middle, so it was a little weak. So I put this splint here, a little crutch, a little piece of, I don't know if that's 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch that I had. So I'm trying not to spend any money extra. I've tilled the soil a couple times. Now this had kind of gone to a wild state, and so I'll have to get in there and weed here in a few days or in a couple weeks. And this lower corner has horseradish in it, so I'm leaving that alone, and I'm going to get to work planting some apple trees. I just wanted to add, I'm picking today. I've waited. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, and I have 2 warm but cloudy, rainy-ish days coming, so hopefully they won't get zapped. They have been sitting more and more in full sun, but I didn't want to put them out at noon today because today's 70 and it's been pure sun, and so I wanted them to they've been putting out roots in that tub, and I wanted to have them out in the soil earlier, but just a little worried about temperatures. May still have to worry about freezing temperatures, but I'll have to deal with that should that happen. So I'm going to get them planted here, and we'll go from there. Here's a look at all the Apple Grafts. We'll get them planted out here. You see such things as Freedom. I got some from that large Sciota that I have. Liberty. We'll talk more about that. I think I already presented all those when I did the grafting. So I'm going to kind of tip the box over, gently loosen them out. I'm going to prepare the soil deep, and they'll go in here as a nursery situation till this fall or next spring. I'll be able to keep a close eye on the graft and take care of any sprouts as time goes on. I'm going to let those grow just for a little bit until we for sure have a graft going or not going, and then we'll figure out what's next after that. But let's get them in the ground. Well, we got 20 apples planted here. I'm gonna water them in. I'm not gonna close this in yet. I gotta do some mulching. I'm running out of time today. I don't think we're in any danger of anything coming in and eating them, hopefully not. I did snap the top of this apple off, but it's got a side shoot, so that was when I tipped the bucket over to start loosening the roots. Unfortunately I did that, but hopefully she'll live. We'll get them a good soaking here. I got about an hour of real good sun here, and then a couple days of some sprinkle type weather. Get them good watered in, and we'll get the nursery going here. I'm pretty excited to have them up, potted up. Hopefully we don't get one of those late frosts. Anyway, that's going to be all for this episode. Thanks for following me. If you guys have any advice for me on what I should do for caring for these in the coming weeks and months, I'd appreciate it in the comments. If you haven't given me a like yet, I'd appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, that'd be helpful too. Anyway, thanks for following me. Remember, if you're not out there growing, you're dying. We'll see you on the next one.